Step 7. Who am I? The royal path to realize our true self, that which exists during our deep sleep state. It's an applied science to conquer life and death. Who are we? Really, we are nothing but a pendulum of a clock like ticking movement between the first cell as our birth getting impregnated in our mother's womb and completely the 40 trillion cells called a human being's physical organism suddenly switched off at a particular moment in time. This is what is called as one's life, and one is naturally ending in death. This we have taken it so inwardly that we have taken our thinkers to be our physical body. Yes, of course, using the body only, we experience each and every feeling, sensation, thinking, planning, separating, modifying, advancing. But is there an entity as a physical form advances in any way at all? We want to grow, we want to advance, we want to become better moment by moment in knowledge, in money, in power, psychological power, status power, the power gained through status, through exhibiting money, through exhibiting the objective knowledge by holding lot of degrees, education, being a vice chancellor, being someone who has well learned. What are all these that's happening for one, and at which time, which period of his life? It happens only during waking state. And what is this life? A waking state life throughout one's lifespan. It may be for any number of years, any number of days, or any number of moments. That is immaterial. This is what is called as life, and eventually ending in death. What's happening to the cosmos that is existing in and around us? It is also the same thing is happening there also. The sun for this planet Earth visits or arises morning sometime around 6, and for 12 hours of time it spreads its light and gives life to all the things. It is lighting the whole cosmos, the space, other planets also. And eventually for this Earth, after 12 hours of span, somewhere in the time border, according to the axis and the orbit, the sun sets. Everything, right from a speck of space in which all the particles arise, exist, become energies, and vanishes, disappears. From subatomic level, from forces level to all the levels of the grossest five elements, everything is only an appearance like. They don't have such and such things within them. The sun as a name, as an object in the sky, as a star for this solar family, doesn't have an entity within it. A self-luminous intelligence doesn't exist there. A self-existing existence on its own doesn't exist there. It is momentary. A consciousness, self-luminous consciousness doesn't exist in the sun. This is the case with regard to the whole of the cosmos. All our scientists, the scientists of today, they are investing their whole of the brains, their heart and soul, mind, everything towards achieving something to know the truth. They are searching externally in cosmology, in space, in time, in quantum physics, in space travel, and planning to transcend the speed of light. They are investing whole of their energies, but who is the investor? What in a scientist actually invests itself to realize what? He vanishes thoroughly, completely, without any residue during this deep sleep state. That the scientist who is to the minutest dot probing a quantum particle and its existence and finding out its reality, he himself, along with his objective knowledge of that science, of that particle, vanishes during deep sleep. He doesn't have the cognizance of being born also during deep sleep state. When this is the case, where are we heading towards? Does the cosmos exist for itself, and making the man to run after itself, to seek the truth in itself, because there is no truth in the cosmos. There is no truth in the cosmos. Cosmos is mass movement of inertia. The observer, who is the observer in a scientist? Intellectually, the concepts, the researched, the experimented, microcosmically analyzed, found out certain values about particles and space, time, etc., 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 in formulas and mathematics. With that, what is he going to do? They come up, they pop up only during his waking state. Along with the analyzer of it, his intellect, his mind, the arguments and the experiments, the Large Hadron Collider, all the researches that is going on throughout the world in the form of advancement in science and technology, in space travel. Who are we going to take here from this earth? What's actually happening in the intellect? Whose intellect is that? Whose feeling is that? Who is a scientist within his intellect? They are all constructed by thought patterns. And thought patterns happen because of, at the central core of the thoughts, a feeler who projects, who imagines there is something some truth elsewhere, outside of his body, outside in the cosmos, during his waking state. It is existing independently, and that truth is going to show him the way. How can such a truth be true without the realizer of it? Who is the realizer of this truth? Who is the analyzer of a particle? Who is the seer? Who is the analyzer? All is nothing but the intellectual I, isn't it? The I, E-Y-E, the I, or the single letter I. That is what the scientist is. That alone undergoes all these analysis, experiments, and seeking truth elsewhere, and that itself vanishes during deep sleep. He doesn't even feel that he is born as a man or a woman or a scientist, or where is he placed? No geography, no particle physics, nothing, no space, no time. Such a truth exists in a raw manner during our deep sleep state. It exists, it shines, it illuminates even our absence. Absence of our intellectual functioning is felt during our deep sleep state. Who undergoes the bliss of deep sleep state, the pleasure of deep sleep state? Is it the body? Because one doesn't exist as a body during deep sleep. Does the body think? Does the body feel? Branding the body as the feeler, characterizing the body as the thinker, have we not gone away from the truth itself, which is unmanifest, unarising, as if like in a deep sleep state, without even the body to cognize about it? Does it not exist pristinely? What do we mean by conquering life? There is nothing to conquer here, because there is no conqueror at all. Is it the intellect that is going to conquer? No. Intellect is purified, cleansed by its whatever the misunderstandings, the misconceptions that it has been holding on until now are all cleansed. Some other investigative eye is fixed in the intellect to look behind the veil of all this seerhood, thinkerhood, feelerhood, experiencer. That is what is set here through these satsangs. First of all, throughout our waking state, we just can't find an original being. The body may be undergoing all 5 sorts of sensations: seeing sensation, listening sensation, touching sensation, all these kinds of sensations. The mind may be extending beyond time, think in terms of 14 billion years or 28 billion years or infinity. All these words are empty, shallow. But who is the speaker of it? Is it the body? The body, does it think and speak like this? Let us slow down. Let us turn around within and look at who, first of all, is the experiencer, feeler, thinker in us.